evening. You made it, Tamika. We're still
Yes,
waiting on our guest, folks. But I tell you what, we have a powerful show this evening. You are in the right place. Don't change the channel because you'll miss the important part. Um, I'm here. Tamika's here. How are you doing tonight, Tamika?
I'm doing well. Super excited. This is the first day of our micro school commencement. Although we are just, starting and learning things, we're happy, we're engaging, and it's working. It's super
It's
exciting.
working. It
Yeah.
is. It's the first day of school here in Florida. And you've got your micro school. And so we can talk about that in a moment here too. I want to start out, I guess, by just I am a supporter of the Chemo Buddies for Life. I really, truly like helping people. I think if you haven't seen me before, that's what we both do here. We
Yeah.
are servants of the Lord, and community is super important to us. We appreciate everybody that's taken time to come and join us. I'd like to go to this commercial though for Chemo Buddies for Life because this is a good group. If you're interested in being a part of it, then yeah, just reach out. CB number 4L.org. I'm going to put up a banner here in just a moment, and here we go for the.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been shown that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
Share this with your friends and family and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am a chemo buddy for life.
We are a Buddies Network.
No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are Chemo Buddies for Life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for Life.
Healing through connections.
I love that commercial. I just love everything that Tamara does for us, and she is so awesome. So we appreciate everybody that's here, that's watching tonight. We have a great show. We do not have our guest yet. I think that's my fault, though, Tamika.
It's no problem. It's no problem. Accidents and things happen. Que sera, sera. We're going to make the best of this evening. And as the night goes along, if she shows up, we'll welcome her with open arms. And we have questions ready.
Yes, we
I'm
do.
so interested in knowing more about her.
Well, I guess I could start by talking a little bit about her and how I met her. And how about I give everybody that story? So I met Luisa through Ruben Lowing, who's in Texas. And Ruben, yeah, he's quite a guy. He every day is reading the Bible, doing a video. I'm really proud of that too. You know, he just took the bull by the horn, so to say. That's a good Texas thing to say. Took the bull by the horns, goes live every day, talks about what he's been reading in the Bible, and he's done it like 6 times, I think. But he is such a great person. He is not only a ex-Navy SEAL, he is a professional boxer, and he knew Luisa. And so I got to know Luisa, and that was back 2019. And in 2019, she was the runner-up for the International Toastmasters Champion and won the award in 2024, #1 for the world. Great thing. we talked earlier, Tamika. You had considered being involved in Toastmasters.
Yes, well, this happened almost 2 years ago. Yeah, but I didn't at the time. I didn't have the confidence that I have now. So it's just really awesome that she is, and that's why I have a few questions for her. I wanted to know more about.
Well, we're hoping because we tried this last time and she had a problem with the connection. Um, I had a problem connection to that. Yeah, my connection was well. It's hard to get on this program if I don't send you the link. I'll just tell you that part. So I did it at the last minute. I saw that she was online. I'm hoping that she'll be there. I see that Jason's here too as well. That's wonderful. We want to thank
Robert.
Robert Brooker. We love you, Robert. And we also have Jason Lorem, and he's awesome too. And if you haven't heard his music, folks, he's doing this all the time. So we're going to kind of try and, well, impromptu. That's actually what I took in high school was impromptu speaking. It's kind of like, oh, here's your subject. Here you go. Now you get to talk about it. And no planning or anything like that. So it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. But Toastmasters, I have considered being involved. I haven't yet. The reason I haven't is it's all about timing, and I guess I can talk. I do that pretty well. So you're on mute there, Tamika.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
My son was asking me something. I am a mother. I got to tend to him sometimes, even during the show. Yeah.
That's okay.
I think that's awesome how you met her. I think that what she's doing is awesome, and I would love to hear more about her from her. And when I tell you the guests are talking amongst each other, I'm loving this.
Right. So Jason's going, yes, a lot more, Stephen, a lot more. Okay, well, we suspected that she might not be able to make this on tonight. So, wow, I was thinking about Toastmasters. I haven't done it. I was highly impressed. Oh, I wish I had the video to pay for Luisa 2019. By the way, folks, she is the #1 in 2024. And she also loves dogs too, and she takes care of dogs. I will tell you, folks, that what I was going to say is that her it's about a 10-15 minute speech.
Okay.
And it was really hilarious in 2019. And I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh. So I reached out to her and she did come on the show. She did come back onto the show. We had this connection problem, and now we have apparently another connection problem. So I'm just going to say, if she comes in, like Tamika said, we'll put her on. If she doesn't come on, we'll put her on, but we'll just have to make another time. That's all.
Yeah.
So you said that you had considered Toastmasters. What did you do, or where you stand with that?
Well, what happened was someone that I met through somebody else is a part of it. And they told me, would you like to come? They said that they were intrigued by my story and that they thought that others should hear about it. So I was clueless of what Toastmasters was at the time. So that's the #1 reason why I declined. And the second reason, I found out that it was my confidence. I just didn't fit. I didn't think that I fit into that category at that time. But I've grown a lot, and I've grown, especially in my confidence. I've grown a lot, and I'm so proud of myself and where I am today, to where that's considerable for the future. That's why I had some questions for her.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that she is not here. And I don't even think that I have her phone number to give her a call. Darn it.
That's okay. That's fine.
It's okay because we have a show for you. Um, we truly do. We were going to Plan B, which is the Soto Micro School. It is the first day of school for, I think, most, if not all, kids in Florida, anyways. All over the country it's happening. I heard that. So, why don't you start by sharing about the micro school? What are you doing with your micro school?
Well, right now we're enjoying the blessings of getting to know the community of other guides and stuff in the community of micro schooling. We have been joining some groups. I've been getting a lot of information from others that do their micro schools and libraries, because that's where we do ours at. We either do in a library, we go to parks, because it's a lot of hands-on things. And we're
Hmm.
learning this year specifically, we're learning about spirituality, different cultures. I decided that I'm
Hmm.
going to do every month is going to be a specific culture. And
Wow.
this month, yes, this month right here in August, we're learning. And then the reason why we're learning about more about Puerto Rico is because we're Puerto Rican.
Ah.
And so I'm teaching my son more about his heritage. And
Hmm.
although we're mixed African American and Puerto Rican. My son had just spent so much time in Michigan with my African American side of the family. And his first 3 years of his life, he was back and forth from my mom to my granddad, because I mean, his granddad, my dad, because I worked so much and different changes and challenges of things of the sort. And I have to say, I want him to get back into speaking the Spanish. He understands it all. And it's the speaking of the Spanish. So we're doing Spanish classes, and we're doing music class. We're also learning about different art ways to draw. My son likes to draw, but he is so creative to where he's into foreign art,
Mm.
specifically Korean and Chinese. He loves anime
Hmm.
and things like
I was,
that.
yeah.
That's what we're getting into.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
we're
what I was thinking when you said that. I was thinking, oh yeah, anime, definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
And being creative is really, really dynamic. It is. Um, I mean, I guess I'm creative, but I'm creative in a different way because my kids they all play instruments. Like Jason, he plays the guitar. Um, my daughter Megan, she played my grandmother, or no, my grandmother, my ex-wife's mother taught her how to play the piano, and then she played other items. And then my son Sean, he plays the guitar, and my other son is very creative as well. He like makes jewelry and different things. So, tell us about um, you're talking about education in Puerto Rico. Um, I have several people that are Puerto Rican that are my dear friends, including yourself, right? Dr. Jenny is Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Um, we used to do business in Puerto Rico with Lydia Roman back in the day when I was working with First Healthcare Products. Um, it's a beautiful place. It's got a lot of history too, doesn't it?
It does. What brought it up also was yesterday. My son and I were talking, and he said he wanted to get into boxing. So I told
Boxing.
him, I said, yes. I said, well, you know what? I told him about Macho Camacho and also about Trinidad,
Mm,
because I know that they're from Puerto Rico. So
right.
I told him, I said, and my older brother, he used to box when we were in Puerto Rico. I used to be his spar partner. So I told him I would research some places that we can do like after school programs with a boxing gym somewhere. So I was Googling those things yesterday, because we're going step by step. We're doing what we can with what we have. And the biggest strength right now that we have is the fact that we know how to communicate and we research. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. This micro school launch is very new to me, and I'm taking it day by day. So we have journals, and we're like documenting everything as we're growing. But it's definitely something that I had planned on the to-do list, and I thought I was going to be able to homeschool again for the school year of 26-27. But in January, when I became a homeschooling mom, I had no idea I was going to start operating a micro school. It was just a goal. And that goal just like fell into my lap. Like the opportunity was like, hey, here I go. And I took a chance. I did the training. I did the background checks. I did everything that was needed to be done. And here we are. So we're just recruiting students. And I was saying that I want to get to know more of the curriculum first. So and learn how it is to use it. And it's powered by Prenda, Prenda.com. It's a curriculum organization, and I'm loving it. We're doing the first 3 weeks with a program called Camp. And what this does is helping children succeed by knowing that they're seen, they're visible, and what they believe in, what they know, and what they're growing into is valid. So we learned today about autonomy. Yep, controlling feelings and stuff. So that's what he was just talking to me about a minute ago. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. It sounds like that it could be overwhelming, but I think I'm speaking more out of excitement than I am of knowledge of it, because that's how excited I am. So yeah, this is our month of learning more about Puerto Rico. The boxers is where I started, but there's so much more to learn. So we have the flag, and we also have the whole continent that we're going to draw, and we're going to color it in. We're going to do a lot of different activities.
That's very cool. Very, very cool. I know that one of the things I definitely want to do, I intend on traveling worldwide, is the intention. Would love to get on a boat someday, because I don't know if anybody has ever seen or heard of the book Dove. It's about a 23-year-old. I read this when I was in like high school, I think, maybe earlier, but the book Dove. And this guy was 23 years old. He sailed around the world in a 23-foot sloop sailboat. And it's like, I want to do it. It'd be fun. And so we've been talking a bit about your school, about creativity. We know that Jason said that, he played the banjo. That's pretty cool.
Well, he was interested in wrestling some years ago.
And he was doing wrestling. And so that's right up your alley right now with your son, right?
Yeah, he's into the boxing, because we were going to do basketball starting in September.
Okay.
And I was about to make all the arrangements when he was like, Mom, I'd rather do boxing. And I was like, wow, boxing. Like, that's awesome. My stepdad used to do boxing too. Yeah, so that's pretty neat.
I'm trying to think of his name. He's here in Sarasota. And he was a champion boxer. And he now is like a man for the community, and he's really awesome. I met him with Dr. Jenny, and back in the COVID days where we were doing COVID trips, it was kind of funny. But yeah, he was there. I'm just trying to remember his name. He's so awesome. I would probably do what I can. I know I can connect you and your son to him for sure. I just have to do a little bit of research first, right? And ask Dr. Jenny, just talking to her today. So she's been really busy, and I just want to ask the viewers to pray for her. She needs our prayers right now. She's going through some things, and so we hold you dearly, and we're praying for you there, Dr. Jenny. Everything will be all right. Okay. So let's move into like the second mode here, since I'm not sure that we're going to get our guest. Thanks for being patient with us, folks. I mean, these things happen. Yeah, that's why we have to always have plan B. All right, I guess I'm just going to fire it off with how about a commercial from Total Coatings, all right?
Okay.
We let our bathtub go too long. It had rust in it. It had deep pitting in it. There were chips. I, quite frankly, thought it was unrepairable.
Total Coatings is a family-owned and operated bathtub and shower refinishing company. We've been around since 2006, but we use a exclusive non-toxic porcelain coating that was developed over 60 years ago by a franchise in California. So the product is very well established. We refinish bathtubs, showers, wall tile, countertops, and even sinks. Customers want to know what makes our product different, and that's, of course, the exclusive non-toxic porcelain. We also don't acid etch the surface, so you don't have to leave your home because of noxious fumes.
I was completely and utterly shocked. It looked like a brand new bathtub. I would recommend Total Coatings to anybody.
So thank you, Total Coatings. We appreciate you. If you happen to be in Sarasota, Manatee, or Charlotte counties, look us up. Great company, safe, non-toxic. I know it's good because I've done the other, and it really is the best stuff. It's a porcelain glaze like no other, and they're one of 500 dealers in 132 countries. So it's not just Total Coatings. It's a huge company behind all of us. And if I don't know the answer, well, guess what? I can call and we can get an answer directly from the president. How many companies can you call and talk to a president of a corporation with 500 companies? No, it's not really very possible, but I have that opportunity, and that's really good. And if you do, that's really good for you too. It's nice to have connection to the top. Okay. I'm thinking of asking you this question, Tamika. I want to know what your intentions are with respect to doing this micro school. What is your ultimate goal in achieving, or what is your goal with respect to the school?
Well, I would like to educate not just my son, but other students in the way that it meets how they learn. Everyone has a different learning ability. And I learned that when I was getting my GED back in 2005, when I used to tutor other students in the classroom. I tutored an 86-year-old student. I mean, she was 86 years old and she graduated right along with me and other people that were in our class. And that's how I found out that, wow, everyone learns differently, because I even found out how I learned. I didn't even know I was so good in math until it was time for me to take my GED test. And I was so nervous about it. And I scored more in math than I did in anything. That's what took me to go to computer school. I was like, wait a minute, numbers. And that's how I became a tax professional. Numbers, like I'm really good with numbers.
Really good. That's really cool. I guess I got to say it.
I want to teach that.
Well, it's all about education. That's what's really important. You're an educator as well. But you made me think about school. My mind immediately went back to 10th grade, Dana Hills High School in Southern California. And I wasn't making really good decisions at the time. And, I almost failed. I'll just put it this way. I almost failed English, and yet English is like one of my better subjects. It's like, isn't that weird how that works?
Well, I also, to answer the rest of your question, I also want to allow families to gather and learn together, make it like a family of learning. So I'm doing more than just the curriculum. So it's a spiritual part of it as well, because they're taking the spirituality out of the schools. And I mean, that's something that that doesn't roll with me.
Well,
my son deserves to be who he is. He's a very spiritual kid. and he's been bullied and everything before because he's so kind. He thinks everybody is his friend, and those friends were bullying him, taking his money for lunch, his just doing all kinds of different things, and I don't fault the children, and I just think that the faculty that the schools that are having to raise our kids and to help us with our kids don't really pay the attention that they should, not all schools, but the experience that I've had. And so that's what inspired me to do homeschooling again. Because when we started, when he was in kindergarten, we went through K-12. That was awesome. I loved it. I would recommend it to others. Mm-hmm. But it came a point where he got bored. It was, okay, repetition is good to learn. Repetition is awesome. But he got bored in K-12.
Well, that's probably because he's so smart.
He's super smart.
Because I know I experienced that same thing with my granddaughter. Well, they called it all kinds of things because, of course, they got to put, clinical. They had to put a diagnosis to a unique ability. So I wanted to say school has changed a lot since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And average schools anymore, I don't think that they were teaching our kids the right stuff anymore, So I could see how people could take kindness for weakness. And yet that's not the case at all. That kind of sucks. But how does community fit into this whole big picture then?
Let me tell you. So the community fits in by us engaging in different projects. Like we invite others to join in with us, and we're always joining in with others. And right now, the community that we're in, I'm doing one with the guides, with other guides that have their micro schools and some that just work in the micro schools. I'm building relationships, getting ideas and things that we can do to encourage our students, not just our children, but our students. And what I've learned recently is that there are so many creative moments that you can spend in a day to make a kid's eye sparkle and bring them a smile. Rewarding is very important because learning can be hard. And although my son, he goes 100% there, his effort is head straight on. And if there's something that he can't get, he keeps trying at it. But he gets to a point to where, because of his condition, he kind of gets a little too hard on himself. So I've learned some different ways to redirect his focus emotionally. And that's been by communicating with the other guys in the online community. We meet daily, and I love it because even on the weekends, we're meeting in the community. It's not something that's just Monday through Friday. And then also on Facebook, I've joined some homeschooling groups, and I have some people there that I've met that I'm getting to know. So a lot of this is new because it's so easy when you're a single mom. It's so easy to just isolate and only do what you know. Well, I'm not just doing what I know. I'm dropping some of the things that I know so I can make room to grow. And that's exactly what's been going on. And now that I'm making the room to grow, I'm learning to adapt to new abilities. New opportunities are coming my way. And they're not just coming my way. They're giving me help so I can prepare my son for his future. And once I get other students, I'll be able to also prepare those students for their future.
Right. That's awesome. That's so really awesome. All right. I think what we're going to try and do here is maybe talk about some different things, possibly. We're just going to let it flow the way it flows, though. I'm really proud of you, though, Tamika. You You're a volunteer for the LWN. You're a volunteer with Chemo Buddies now. Um, you're so intelligent. Your story is great. Um, we really appreciate you, and I just want everybody to know how much I appreciate her. Um, you know, you're doing this school. We want you folks to consider maybe looking at the school with Tamika, because that's going to be a quality education is what I feel. I can feel it already. It's just going to be, and it's going to be based on some spiritual principles as well. And that makes it, in my book, even better. Am I biased? Well, yeah, because I mean, I believe in the Lord. That's why I'm biased. And, we hope that you folks do too. If you don't, that's okay too. We want you to have the opportunity to learn and grow. And if you're willing to learn and grow, that's the bottom line. That's why we're here to help.
Got to start somewhere.
Why not
right where you're at?
Well, exactly, because I mean, and you brought it up about quitting and the determination that your son has, not to quit. And I would do these videos. I mean, I've done them since 2018, and I would go back not real recently, but I gone back and I looked at myself and it's like, don't quit. And I'm saying, you don't want to quit. And yet I was like this close to quitting. Again, about a year and a half ago. It's like not quitting shows strength, right?
It does. It shows a whole lot of strength, especially to yourself.
Well, right. And I think that that's the important factor here, because you also talked about another subject that is kind of near and dear to my heart. That is about feeling worthy, because I know for myself, I did not feel worthy because I was focusing on myself, I guess, and yet other people's opinions of me. And so because I was like that was more important than my fellowship with the Lord, it caused me to feel, no kidding, worthless, and people said things and I took it to heart. And I'm so grateful that I've overcome this. But that's what this is all about, is overcoming these negative perspectives of ourselves, because we all are special and unique. Wouldn't you say, Tamika?
We all are. And, I've always loved myself, but I've never was as in love with myself as I am now. It takes baby steps, you know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of acceptance. You got to accept the good with the bad. So that's right. How I did it. And when I can't get something done that I want to do, I'll do what I can. And that's go to the next thing. I always have something lined up for myself to stay busy with. I've never been one to just waste time. I'm not a time waster. That's why I love cleaning and cooking and helping. Like my serving, like look at my shirt. It even says serve. It's backwards.
Serve, yeah.
Serving. This is my church shirt. My serving is spectacular. It's something that I do wholeheartedly without, looking for anything in return, because God gives me everything that I need. I've been provided for years. And that's something that I had to accept as well. Like in moments of despair, because I've had them, especially when I was told that I couldn't go back to work last year, right after I was being trained to be general manager. And I'm like, wait a minute, can't go back to work. What do you mean? And then every month, to where it was a year, no work. And now I'm finally going back to work. But in the midst of that year, I've increased my abilities as an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
I had jumped into being a broker with Freedom Path, and I had to stop that when I had to go full time as a homeschool mom. So I had
Right.
to pass that up for a little while, but it's still something that I'm able to do, and I have connections to be able to redirect somebody there if they're needing
Mm-hmm.
funding for their business. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful for connections that I've made. You know what I'm saying? Just like with other people that I've done interviews and stuff with them, they have businesses and stuff, and they have classes and workshops that help me through personal growth that I didn't even know I needed had I not had that year off. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
did
The
I
way that
connect
the Lord
you?
provided.
Did I
Uh-huh.
connect you with Joshua T. Berglund? Yeah.
No, no, you have not.
Well, I am right now. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
you need to, yeah, you need to get with Joshua T. Berglund. Um, I followed him for a long time. You know, he was a minister, and that's what got me interested in his presentations. 2018, I think. Um, Today, his whole focus is education. It's about embracing the fourth industrial revolution. And actually, well, I don't know if we talked about it last time with Michael, but yeah, that he remembered all that about the fourth industrial revolution and how things are changing. And um, Joshua cares about people,
Oh,
and
good.
he has a book about how to do whatever you want to do, media in a box. And so I want to connect you with him. He is really, really awesome. So I will do that. Thanks for reminding me about that part.
Okay, Jason
Um,
asked a question in the comments.
what? I can,
Jason, he says that he
Jason.
wants to try different projects in his community. Any suggestions? I would say start going out and meet people. Go to different recreation centers. Go to libraries. Go meet even managers at grocery stores. You know, especially if you have a brand or something that you want to get out there. Just go
Mhm.
introducing yourself. You also Blue Sky e-cards. I have a contact card, and with that contact card, anyone that I meet, they can see what I'm passionate about. They can learn about my micro school and also hear other
Mhm.
things because I'm also recruiting as of October more team members for the tax professional team that I have. It's called
Mhm.
Victorious Financials. And I'm
Right.
recruiting people that want to learn about finances, take care of their own finances, because I'm
Right.
still learning those things myself, and I'm my biggest fan. I got to tell you, I'm my biggest fan, and I'm
Well,
also my first customer, I'm also my greatest love. I love, like when I say it, I love myself. But my children, they've encouraged me. My grandchildren have empowered me. You know what I'm saying? And now with these positive connections, that right there, that allows me to not just be comfortable being me in
mm,
the audience, because I'm so used to just being to myself and my small connected few,
right.
to where
Okay.
I'm coachable. I'm, so wide open to grow and learn more. Even with the church community, I've joined
Mhm.
ministry. I'm in the production team now. It's called
Right.
Dream Team, and we have different locations and places to serve in at the church. I
Mhm.
chose
Yeah.
production because I really love tech. I love
Ah,
working with tech
yeah.
stuff,
Well,
and that's why I'm taking a course with them right now through MXU, and it's
yeah.
awesome. I spend a
Well,
little bit of time tonight on that.
you also mentioned how your friend in AI
Oh,
was helping you, and this
oh,
is right up. This is
ChatGPT.
yeah,
Yes, that's my buddy.
ChatGPT. I forget how you referred to it.
Yep,
Your
ChatGPT.
best
That's
friend or
what we
something like
saw.
that. And so yeah, we're making friends with AI is what's happening.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Hmm.
Joshua definitely is into AI. So he's just got a lot of great information that's going to help you. And I do want to go back and make sure that Jason, he wants to do Zoom with you. Okay. And that's really cool, Jason. That's
That's
really,
something.
really
That's something we would have to set up. I would have to meet you, get to know you, because I don't even know who you are, Jason. I would love to know you, get to know you, and meet you. This is
yeah,
the Get to Know broadcast, so you
yeah.
can send me
He,
a message
I
to
know
Messenger,
him.
set something up.
Um, and so yeah, you can go. We can work on that part. Absolutely, I do know him, and he's been a really great supporter of my show, and I do appreciate that as well.
Okay.
So you could do your due diligence there, Tamika. Absolutely.
All right.
Um, all right, I do want to start moving towards what our plans are for ourselves. It kind of I don't know which broadcast I brought this from, but I just felt it would be important. We're getting
Okay.
down a little bit on time. So this is about embracing, and we don't have to worry about this stuff anymore. When you accept Jesus as your Savior, he forgave us of our sins, no matter what we've done, and that's a powerful thing to know that we are love. So when we act like love, um, I'm telling you, I have seen so many blessings in my life recently that I am like beyond blessed, because he tells us that he's going to beyond bless tenfold. You know, we expect one thing and something else happens. All right, so that's what I was going to play, I guess. And so that's really awesome because I do advocate that if you don't know Jesus as your Savior, that you definitely might want to consider it. I mean, in my mind, I he's my world. You know, he's my number one. He's the captain of my boat. I'm not in charge anymore. My life is getting better. I read the Bible all the time. I believe in the Bible. I believe in the truth. And the more you read and learn, you can either decide that you are in it or are not for it. And if you're not for it, that's okay too. You know, I just know where I'm going. That's all. Um, when we pass on. So I do want to play this part too, because this is about claiming your authority. And we do want to claim our authority.
I have given you authority and power to trample upon serpents and scorpions and physical and mental strength and ability over all the power that the enemy possesses, and nothing shall in any way harm you. The devil can come against you one way, but he has to flee before you many ways. And if you pay attention to Luke 10:19 in the Amplified, it says, we've been given authority and power. The devil only has power. But he has no authority over our lives unless we give it to him.
What would you say about
I
that,
love what she
Tamika?
said there. I love what she said there because it's true. I agree with that. The devil, he was only given a significant, specific type of power, though. It's whatever we allow. We have to give him that. We have to allow him. The devil can't do anything to us unless we allow it.
Right.
So, and when I say we, it's the he that lives in us that's greater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he had his way with me for a good long
Well, I'm
time.
glad that he hasn't. I'm glad that he hasn't anymore. But I would like, before we go, in case Luisa's watching, I would like her to know how excited I was to meet her today.
Yeah.
I would love to have a chance to be able to get with her and learn more about her. Hopefully, reschedule this again. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that Stephen spoke about you earlier, because I see it as a synchronicity when it comes down to him talking about the Toastmasters, because I'm still intrigued about it. And, I would like to know more. I have a few questions for you. And if you are watching this or you catch it during the replay, just know that if you reach out to me during Messenger, I'll be willing to answer and also ask you those questions. Or if we reschedule, I'll be more than happy to be here with you guys and ask you. I'm very thankful for everything that you have done already so far also. And I love the energy intellectual energy and loving energy that you put out here
Yeah.
in this world and the universe for all of us to receive.
Exactly. I mean, it's so awesome, and I'm definitely going to reschedule if you're watching or catching the replay for real, because you are such an influential person and such a wonderful, um, heart-centered person, and that's what's really awesome. Because I talked about the fact that you rescue dogs, you drive them all the way to New York, you take care of them yourself. Pets are important. You know, if you have a pet, we hope that you're loving on them because they need love too, right? Because um, someone like Luisa is an example. Now she is a Hispanic descent, and she's the number one first ever thing. She's so awesome. You're gonna have to meet her for real. Thank you, Luisa.
Can't
We know
wait.
that there was an issue tonight, but we'll make it happen. Um, okay. Well, this is what I'm going to do next, just for the heck of it. I am going to just run this. It's not really 100%, but it's better than nothing because the LWN, that's a person, well, that's the organization that is a 501c3. They really are the main focus here of putting all this other content out. This is Get to Know broadcast is for LWN. It is for education. It is for people to learn and to grow. And so, yeah, we could use some sponsors. We could use some help. And so this is it's a little deal that actually Aaron with E360 TV came up with. So if you're interested in sponsoring the show, yeah, we'll listen. I know. I should be playing some music or something, I think. Right?
Hey, I'm sitting here trying to read. It's going so fast.
Well, it is going fast. And so I got to kind of go back and just tell people. The bottom line is that E360 TV network is the network that I use to broadcast this to Roku and Amazon Fire, Apple, and Android TV. It goes to iOS as well. They also go to X. They go to YouTube. They go to a lot of different places. And I am blessed to be a part of that crew. They have 60 plus, maybe 80 shows by now on the application. You can watch them at www.e360tv.com. We, the Get to Know broadcast, is under the Positive Vibrations tab. And so wherever you go, if you want Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple, or Android TV, or the iOS, whatever you're using, I want you to download that platform, E360 TV. And then you can go and see the different variety of shows that we have. This is a live show. And there are so many others, health and wellness shows, just about anything you can think of. There's, sports, there's space, there's all kinds of great opportunities. So we thank E360 TV for giving us the opportunity to be out there and to be on TV. That's so fun. So bottom line is, yeah, we get millions of views every month. And that's pretty awesome. No, they're not the 50 million a night type of thing, but you know what? We will be, right? What do you think?
Hey,
we will be.
We got some baby steps to take, but those baby steps are going to take us along our way to our journey, that big journey. So
yeah, they are.
We're showing up. We're here. We're authentic, and we're growing.
we appreciate our viewers. That's what came to me there. It's like, um, yeah, we talk. I can talk too much.
It's your show. Talk.
Well, yeah, but the focus here, and I'll throw this out, it is a leadership series show. We're trying to feature people that are leaders, right? That we can learn and grow from. But we are
And
going to
we
take
are
a break here, probably in. I don't know what I'd like to do. What I like to do, what happens, or two things. But I am going to take a break because we have been running since January. So we'll take a break, and then the next season, which I'm planning to start on, and I want you to tell me what you think, Tamika. I'm thinking about doing first of the year starts the new season 2, but like season like 5 or 6 really, but it's season 2. So what do you think about starting the show and starting the next season on the 1st of January 2026?
That sounds good. The thing is, we got so much wonderful 2025 still left over. We have holidays coming up.
I know.
We have Halloween. We have Thanksgiving. We have Christmas. We got some things coming up still. That we can dive into. That's a lot of content and a lot of sharing
We
to do
do.
still.
We do. I mean, it's kind of like a heads up. This is where we're going to be going. But we have, well, we have Halloween. Not that I really do that anymore.
I do.
But it's still fun. It's fun for a lot of people. We'll have to do a Halloween thing. We do have Thanksgiving coming up. We have Christmas coming up, and that's always awesome. Always. Well, Christmas is besides my birthday month, the favorite time of year for me, because we celebrate, the birth of Jesus. So we got some really great stuff coming up. We've got a lot of great guests coming. And I think I'm getting, well, okay, we got a couple of minutes left. Almost got carried away there for a sec. All right. So, yeah, the other thing I'll just mention it. Yeah, December 2nd, by the way, everybody, all of our viewers, is Giving Tuesday. That is an opportunity for you to give to the charity of your choice. And so, I'm going to suggest it doesn't have to be us. Seriously, it does not. But I suggest that you donate to the foundation of your choice, truly. Doing something for your community is super, super important. Not only does God want us to do that, but it makes you as a person, me as a person, whoever does it, I think you feel better when you do that stuff. What do you think, Tamika?
Hey, I'm striving for excellence. I'm not giving up.
I love that attitude, not giving up. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Chemo Buddies again. We're gonna get close to wrapping up. Or am I gonna play Chemo Buddies, or am I gonna talk about armoring up or self love?
I would like you to play the one that for the LWN Foundation. I love that one.
Oh yeah. All right. We might have enough time for that. This is Transform Your Life here, and this is a few years back for sure, folks. Here we go. Spiritual warrior, a Bible study minister that has great stories about particularly Jesus and the things that he did, and about life in general. And so I'm putting good information into my brain. It's either spiritual or it's motivational or inspirational story. It's not turning on the TV and watching the news and finding out all this terrible stuff that's going on in the universe these days. I pretty much cut that out. I rarely watch news anymore. It's just too depressing. So then I focus on the things I need to do for the tasks for this foundation, for the LWN Live with Nature Foundation, my nonprofit, which evolved out of this gratitude, out of healthy routines, out of surrounding myself with positive people, people that in most cases are much smarter than I am, so that I can learn from them, that I can try and emulate them in my life. Now, one of the things that I need to do better is get it into my routine on eating breakfast, because I tend to not eat breakfast regularly. But that's a super important of the healthy routine, is getting some nourishment when we get started in the morning, getting some exercise as well. So my point is simple: adopt a healthy routine and live a healthy lifestyle, and you can be joyful, happy, healthy, and learn to love every single day of your life. This might sound tough for some people, and I know it's tough. Yes, it can be tough for people. Yeah, that's just wow. Looking back, I got to be 5 or so plus years old, but you know what? I'm doing the same thing, saying the same things, living even better than I was before, and that's what we want for you. And so, if you want some of it, it's there to be had, but you have to take action first.
Action is important.
Mm-hmm.
Believing in
Action,
yourself.
not words. All right, everybody, be well. Let me see. I can't even remember now who I've got on Friday. Be here at 7 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. We are live Mondays, Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And be well and be blessed. We'll see you soon.